Baby, let me ask you, how did you make your purchases at Black Romance Book Festival this year? Because I don't be reading synopses all the time, and I understand the authors was up there telling me stuff. I got to see what the juicy is inside the pages, okay? I need to see if there's cat fights and all type of pistols going on. So for me, I open up the book and I flip to around the page to see if I like the dialogues. And baby, I was not disappointed, so stick with your girl, okay? And here's a couple of authors whose writing styles and dialogues had me snatched. Okay, let's get into it. So let's get into Finally Famous by Lady Nisha. Let's get into this dialogue that snatched my soul. Dialogue says, because your clingy mothball ass trapped the wrong itch. It will be cold day in hell before you ever see my God, baby. So we got a mothball smelling clingy person snatching the wrong child, and you can't touch the God mama baby no more. Like it seems like a lot going on here, child. I don't even know the characters. That Kiki said, don't try me. Okay, so this was a buy, automatic. Another reason why I like to skim through books is because I get a sense of the characters in the book, especially if I land on a page that has dialogue. And Tbr List definitely had that for me. So it says, but you said, I'm effing her, not romancing her. It's clearly a difference. If you know, you know. Okay, and I was like, ooh, I like this dialogue. What they talking about? So this intrigued me to want to get this even more. Another one that I flipped through, and this is a thick one by Z Renee, is All In. And it says, I'm on your ass because I've seen what toxic love can do. I lived in it. I've even got the scars to prove it. And baby, what did you go through? Like, I need to know more about this conversation and what happened, honey. What type of scars you got? You know what I'm saying? People talking about a pistol in the paragraph. So let me get into this and read this a little bit more. Okay? Because y'all know how I feel about a pistol. Everybody's been talking about Antoinette Sherrill. I went to her table. She told me I could read this book as a standalone. So I went and got into it. And I was like, well, let me just flip through to see what's going on, what everybody's talking about. And it says, I'm not giving up my son. I'm letting his father take him until I'm stable enough to do my part. No one ever said the mother's obligated to be the sole guardian. So we giving up children. We giving up the kids because we ain't got no funds, honey. You ain't ready yet. What's this baby name? Hidden Treasure. What you hiding, girl? Because I'm definitely going to be getting into this. So I actually got wind of Kels Kimberly by standing in Shay Sanders' line by a friend of mine. And she was like, child, you got to get into that Grave Heart series. I'm like, who is that? Who is Kels Kimberly? And then I saw the cover. I'm like, I've been seeing this on the doggone television, child, on social media. I need to get it. About Kels Kimberly. So I went and I picked up River and Crown. And baby, let me tell you what's going on up in here, honey. So it says, what about Chosen? He says, if her ass stands up, I'm mushing her, then burying that ninja wolf where his heart beat. So we mushing somebody and we burying somebody. What is happening here? Okay, I definitely need to keep reading. Okay, like I said, I'm very big on dialogue. It just tells me so much about the character. Y'all tell me in the comments, what is your strategy when you are purchasing a book at a book festival? Do you like to hear the authors talk about it? Do you read the synopsis? Or do you flip through like I do and see if you like the writing style and the commentary between characters? Let's get into it. Peace out. Bye.